Hello everyone, so today I'm going to be doing homemade squishy update number 47. So let's just get started. So the first squishy I have is this jumbo ice cream. And I also have a tutorial on this. And the flavour is meant to be honey. And then these are supposed to be honeycomb pieces. And it also has this cute little bear wafer. And this was inspired by the ice creams that I love to get when I'm on holiday in Wales, because usually when I'm in Wales I go to this ice cream place and they do really good honey ice cream there. And then I usually get either honeycomb pieces or sometimes chocolate sprinkles on it. And then usually I'll have one of these cute little bear wafers on top. So I just really wanted to make a squishy that was inspired by that, because it is my absolute favourite ice cream ever. And the next squishies I have are these 4-element crystals. And these are inspired by the Frozen 2 film. And I also have a tutorial on these. And I will go through each one separately. So the first one is Earth. And I really like the colour of these, and I also like how they are slightly shiny as well, because I used blue metallic paint to paint these. And the next one I have is Water. Hopefully I'm getting these all right. And the next one is Wind or Air. And then the last one is Fire. And I'm really happy with how these all turned out. So there's those. And then the next squishy I have is this Galaxy chocolate bar, and this is inspired by the real Galaxy chocolate bars, obviously. And I just decided to make this one day because I love eating these Galaxy chocolate bars. They're definitely my favourite chocolate bar. And the one that I get the most often is Cookie Crumble, and sometimes I'll get the salted caramel one as well. And this took quite a few days to finish because I had to paint each side separately. I couldn't paint it all in one go, so I had to paint one side, then wait for it to dry, and then I had to paint the other side the next day, and so on and so on. So yeah, it did take a while, but I'm still quite happy with it. And I also put a hair clip inside of it, so it is a cracking squishy. And I know the back looks a little bit weird, but it's because I didn't really have the patience to like paint on all the details, and also I can't really paint like very tiny words or letters with paint anyway, so I ended up just doing loads of scribbles. So yeah, it wasn't easy doing some of the details, but I'm actually really happy with how the front of it turned out. And I might have missed out a few of the other details, but again, I'm still quite happy with this, so yeah. And the next two squishies I have are these cloud bread squishies, and I also have a tutorial on these. And I decided to make these because I knew that these were very popular on the app TikTok. And also, I know a lot of people on YouTube were making cloud bread, so I decided that I would just make a squishy version. And I still really want to try to make actual cloud bread soon. I just don't know when or if I'm going to actually do it yet. So this one is pink and blue on the inside. And then I have this one, which is blue on the inside. And I think the texture of the foam really does make it look like actual cloud bread. However, they don't look like a lot like cloud bread on the outside, but still I tried my best. And then the next squishy I have is the only paper squishy in this update. It is this orange juice box. And I also have a tutorial on this. And I think this one is pretty cute. I do like how the little orange turned out. But again, like I've said many times before, I am very slowly getting better at making paper squishies. But making squishies out of foam is definitely more my thing. And I didn't really add enough filling inside of it, so it doesn't always go back to its original shape, but that's okay. And then again for the back I just ended up drawing a lot of scribbles because I cannot write or paint that tiny. I think the design is pretty cute. And next up I have this purple alien squishy, and you've seen me make these before in my previous update. And I also have a tutorial on this. I really like this one. I just find it quite cute for some reason. Sorry if my camera isn't focusing well. And then the next squishy I have is this little bonsai tree, and I also have a tutorial on this. And this one is quite slow rising, as you can see. And even though I did say in the tutorial that I did for this, I did say that I was quite pleased with it, but now I'm just not really like a fan of this squishy, because I just feel like I could have done better on this. I still quite like the texture of it, but still I feel like I could have added more to this just to make it look a little bit more like interesting, I guess. And I ended up adding a bit too much paint to it, so it is already getting defected, as you can see. I just really wanted to make this because we have an actual bonsai tree on display in our living room. And I just find them really pretty. But I just don't think this really turned out the best, so this is probably a squishy I might make in the future, I'm not sure yet. And then the next squishies I made are these Burger King squishies, and this is meant to be the Whopper meal. And I do also have a tutorial on all of these. It is a 4-part series. So in part 1 I showed you how to make the bag, and the bag isn't squishy, it's just made out of felt. And then in part 2 I showed you how to make the Whopper burger. And also showed you how to make the packaging as well. And then in part 2 I showed you how to make the fries and also the box. And then in part 4 I showed you how to make the drink. And then the straw is just made out of felt. So yeah, these are definitely my favourite out of the whole video. And then the last 3 squishies I have are these ones. And these are all for sale on my shop. So first of all I have this one, which is the Dark Mark from Harry Potter. And I did make a tutorial on this quite a while ago. It was a much smaller version. But I made this one just a little bit bigger. And then I have another Harry Potter squishy, and it says platform 9 3/4. And it is just this circle shape. And then the last one I have is this one, and this is inspired by the characters from the game Fall Guys. And I also have a tutorial on this one. It is my most recent tutorial. I think it looks really adorable. And then it also comes with a little pumpkin costume as well, because I really wanted to make this squishy Halloween themed. And the costume is just made out of felt. And if you want to see what it looks like inside the costume, you can just check out my squishy tutorial for this. So all 3 of these are for sale on my squishy shop, and I will link it in the description box below. Yep, that was Handmade Squishy update number 47. I really hope you enjoyed watching. And also please stay tuned for some more Halloween squishy tutorials coming soon. And I really hope you enjoyed, and thank you so much for watching. Bye bye!